Ooh, hey, cords are in the way. I should probably move those. Perfect. Hey there, guys. It's Fire. So, I've great news and terrible news for the start of this wonderful stream that you've probably sat here for a couple of minutes and gone, oh, is there no stream? No, there's a stream. You know how I like to have a little bit of a nice beverage, if you will? Well, ooh, hey, hang on, I need to change our title because this is not what we're doing. We are doing a Saturday. Playing, Saturday. We'll call this Kohan Immortal. Oh, jeez, how do you spell sovereigns? Oh, jeez. This is embarrassing. Sovereign. Google, how do you spell sovereigns? Sovereigns. Hey, we've done it! We passed 9th grade English. As he corrects his mistakes. Cough. That's not how you spell sovereign. That is how you spell sovereign. I forgot the R! Woohoo, we're doing it! Sovereigns. Immortal sovereigns. And this is not Darkwood, this is Kohan Immortal. It's right there! Could have just, okay, well, we're not playing horror, we're playing, real... Do we have a real-time strategy? Strategy gaming? No, okay, no. Why are you... Okay, and then, is there a Kohan channel? There's not. Okay, that's fine. So, long story short, I was brewing up some tea. When I say brew, just heating up the water to put the tea bag into the tea and have it steep for a couple of minutes and to drink it as I always do on stream. And I go out just 2 minutes, I start the stream and I go out there to grab my tea. And lo and behold, it was on the back burner that it's always on. And I had the front burner going. So, the tea will be coming. But it's going to be a minute. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a minute. So, Kohan Immortal Sovereigns. This is a game that it's hard to say what place this holds in my heart, because this is a game that I have played since I was a young lad, and I'm talking young lad. It was one of my first games that I had on a computer that I truly enjoyed, and it wasn't like a kid game of, oh hey, you're gonna learn while you play. No, this was, yes. And I just remember spending hours and hours and hours just mindlessly playing this game, and I don't know, it was really fun. And not to spill my heart out to you guys, that's not what you came here for, but I want to give you guys a little bit of background as to why this game is important to me, and why I want to play it, why I've rediscovered it, whatever you want to call it. Also, do you like the new setup? Because first off, this is the best I can do, because Kohan is such an old game that it wouldn't capture the entire screen, so I just decided to fill some other stuff on the side so you knew what we were watching, what I was doing. The little profile picture of me, that's gonna be replaced with other things, but this was kind of a last minute throw it all together, see if I liked it kind of deal. Anyway, not the point. And it's a game that I really like, and since I enjoyed a lot, I hope I can have you guys enjoy it a lot. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into a campaign. And we're going to, like it says, just go from the start until we finish for tonight. And then we're going to keep on trucking. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. And I do. And so that's kind of what I want. So this is, here's the world. This map doesn't really matter. It just kind of shows you like, oh, we're going to start here, whatever. We're going to do, so there's only one campaign really in this game because this was like so new and so different, and the studio that made it was so young that they didn't know whether or not they were going to make it in the world, kind of thing. Like this was kind of their testing grounds, if you will. And so Kohan was such a great hit that they ended up making a sequel and then another sequel, but they only have one campaign, and it's very intensive, and there's so many different, hang on, let me move that there, and then there. Okay, perfect. So many different scenarios to be played, and we're going to be playing on middle difficulty. There's a lot of lore, but you don't, like, I never knew it when I was a kid, and I still loved it, and you really don't need to know it. If you ever want me to get into it, like, oh, why do these guys hate each other? I know a little bit of it, so I can help you out, but I really just play the game for the game's sake. So, Mission 1, down here in the bottom left, is A New Land. A hero must nurture and protect the town of New Hope. The quest for the glory of the Kohan begins here. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if this will capture. Okay, well, oh, nope, there it is. Oh, it's in a really tiny screen. Of course. Of course. Oh, he spilled his wine. Oh, that's not wine. I think that's bad. I think whoever that was a good guy, and that guy. Oh, there was just meteors falling.
You have entered a new land, Darius. One on the edge of all the turmoil about to befall this world. This is where it all begins. You must prepare this new land as I have taught you, and rid it of any dangers that may threaten your quest. Go now, and seek your destiny.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, this is our briefing screen. We kind of get a little bit of like, hey, this is why you're doing it. And then here are our objectives. Is like, don't let our base get destroyed. Don't let our settlement get destroyed. You have to secure resources. This is kind of like a very much tutorial, like, hey, you're going to build people and have them attack and kind of see the basics and hopefully not really screw it up that much. So we're gonna you'll see. So this screen, we're gonna, oh.
Lord Darius, let me introduce myself. I am the Custodian. You do not remember who you truly are yet, but I am here to help guide you down the path of enlightenment. I will advise you and counsel you in the ways of the new world, but it is your destiny to bring about the change we so dearly need.
Okay. Thank you. Can I hit the pause real fast? Okay, so this is kind of our main screen. Down here you have a little mini map. Here is our main map. Things will pop up here when I select things. These are just different tabs that show all of our units, all of our buildings, all of our heroes, any quests that come up, treasures, technologies we have, diplomacy, who am I at war with, who am I allied with. That changes. There's the messages, which are all of these right here. There's the objectives, which are kind of the same as quest. The quest lore is what he just said. I can repeat that if need be, but the quests are the objectives, and then the menu, which just pops up the main menu. I can get out of here, do whatever I want with. So, looking around, we got some water, we have some land, and we have this city right here. So this is New Hope, and this is our city. We can click on it, and it says, hey, it's a council town. It has this much health. It provides this much gold, which we can also see up here. It has a supply of 14, which is kind of a range, and it has 6 out of 12 militia, and they will defend the town if need be. So, next we can talk about resources. So up here we have gold, stone, wood, iron, and mana, magic-y production kind of stuff. And then here it's how many people we can have. We can have 2 different companies of units, and we have 0 right now because we've done nothing. So what we do is we want all these to be positive, because if they're negative, we start to run like a deficit, because right now we're making 12 gold every minute. So how we do that is there are things you can construct within your town. So we can get like a quarry, which will give us stone. We can get a wood mill, blacksmith, iron. We can get a marketplace, which down here will tell you what they do, like more gold, but it takes away all your resources. We can get barracks, which allows us to train more advanced units. A temple, library, same thing, like just more advanced units. So I always kind of just like to start going straight down the line, and just we get a quarry to start with. And we'll unpause it for a second, see if our custodian friend wants to tell us any other things. Also, welcome back, Fire Mama. Glad to have you on. It's always a pleasure.
Darius,
here we go.
To prepare for this crusade, you need to secure this land and locate some useful resources. I suggest that you begin by scouting the area. There have been reports of dark shapes seen moving about in nearby woods. If they are enemies, we need to learn more about them.
Alright, so once again, just kind of walking us along of like, oh, what should we do? Well, we should probably explore a little bit and not just sit in our town. Well, great news is I'm going to sit in our town for a minute, because I know we're actually in no danger at all. Spoilers, it's the first mission. You know, there's no rush for anything. This is a good time to explore and get into things, because I'd rather explain things now, and then when things get really hectic later, you at least have some grasp of what's going on, and it's not just like, is he winning, is he losing? Like, I'll explain all of that. So while we're building up, so as you can see, we built the quarry and the wood mill, so right now we have +6.
Your first order of business is to recruit a company of warriors and have them scout the surrounding area. I also suggest that you build the proper resource structures in the town to support these troops. A wood mill might be the most prudent.
You know what, Captain? You do know best. You do know best. So, and then once we get this blacksmith done, it will also be +6 iron. And you think like, oh, so like when you have +6, like, okay, you'll start to get build-ups, like you'll have a lot of stone so you can build things. Well, no. So this is our company tab, and it's going to this big old screen, and it looks overwhelming. Let me walk you through it. This and this are the same. This shows you cost, and these are the different units we can build. So let's say I want to get the basic footmen, right? So I take these footmen and I drag them onto the front line. So I now have a company that if I make right now, it'll have a captain to lead it, and it'll have 4 footmen in the front. It'll have an upfront cost of 27 gold, and then it'll cost me 4 wood upkeep. So this 6, if I recruit these guys now, it'll turn into a 2, because it'll be 6 minus 4 equals 2. These are like the attributes. They're not terribly important until you get later into the game. We don't want footmen because they're just crap. But that's kind of what we build from this, and that's why we're not stockpiling resources. It's kind of one of those, we have this going, but they need upkeep, so that's how that works. Instead, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our city. And let's just hit the upgrade button. We'll get a bigger city. It'll have more militia. We'll be able to build a couple of more things, and we'll just keep expanding, expanding, expanding. I would rather wait, honestly, to get like the really good guys instead of the crappy guys. And that's kind of this thing. So like there's infantry, so there's the footmen, and you can see their stats over here of like 20 attack, 10 defense. But then these guys have 22 attack and 12 defense. But instead of costing wood, these guys cost iron. Iron is more expensive than wood. And then we have like the grenadiers, which are 24 and 14, but they cost wood and iron. So like the better the unit, the more expensive they get. Makes sense. We also have cavalry, so we have like scouts, and then we have dragoons. Same thing. The scouts 18 and 8. The dragoons are 30 and 12, but these guys cost 2 iron. These guys only cost 1 wood. We have only 1 set of archers, which is fine. We then have engineers, which can build things. So we can build like outposts out here. We can, when we find certain resources, we can build like mines on top of them. We also have settlers, which, as the name implies, we can go out and settle new cities if we want to. I don't think it's terribly necessary in this episode. And we have a bunch of support elements, such as like mages who can heal you, mages who can like throw fireballs, a lot of different elements that we can get into that go into like the support. So we can have like infantry here, and then like a healer here, and a fireball thrower here, and they just
New
help.
Hope is now a full-fledged city. You are doing well, Kohan Lord.
I'm so glad. I'm doing great. Perfect. So we're going to get a market, and the market will just help with resource production. So finally, after I'll tell you the support people as we go and why I pick certain ones over others. We get to our hero, the guy we are playing. Technically, we're kind of an overlord, really, myself, but then he is like Darius Javidan. It's his story that we're telling, more or less. So before we get to that, one thing I do want to show is we have all these, and you think, oh, that's great. Well, the market gives you money, but it takes away resources, and I do not like that at all. So we can click on it, and we can upgrade it. And we can upgrade it to a bazaar, which gives us way more money, but we also lose an additional 3 stone, 3 wood, 3 iron. Not about that. So we're going to do a bank instead, which increases our gold production by 3, but also gives us back these -2. So we end up with a net positive for gold, and then all the rest of these stay static. They stay the same. At this exact moment, I'm going to let the game run for a second just because I don't need to pause it, and I'm going to go grab my tea, and I will be back in 2 shakes. Whew. We've made it. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me move this front and center. Oh, nice and toasty. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so where were we? Yes, we're letting the game run a little bit. We're just making money passively. Our bank is constructed. So, when we upgraded, we kind of got a little bit more of a view of everything, and we saw this gold deposit. So this gold deposit's great, because what we can do is we can build an engineering company. And if you double click, they just automatically fill in. So we're going to build this engineering company. What they can do is build on that gold mine, thus we get gold. So this will cost us 75 gold upkeep, or just flat out. And it'll take 12 stone. And I'm going to go over the stone limit because you're like, oh, we're only producing 6. That's not good. Well, let me show you. And we're going to put Darius in charge because the captain costs 15 gold. He costs 0. And we get a little nice reduction. And also, it's nice to put him in charge because he gains experience. And the heroes of the game, when they gain experience, they level up. And when they level up, that's just good for everyone. So, as I was talking about this negative upkeep, we're producing -6 stone. That's not the end of the world because if you look, it says stone production -6 stone equals -6 gold. So what we're doing is we're just making 6 less gold than before. Also, what we... Oh, okay, yep, mine some resources, got it. And then we have to basically kill the threat. That sounds great. We are taking way too long on this, but I just, like I said, want to make sure I can explain everything before we get started. So, once this gold mine's created, it'll say plus 15 per minute. So let's, plus 15 per minute. 27 plus 15 is 42. Yeah, okay. Whew. Don't look like an idiot on stream, That's... So, the next thing we can talk about are companies and supply and guard. So, there are these 3 zones, I want to say, right here. So, there's the zone of control. Each company produces this green little box around them, and that's their zone of control. I can click this to get rid of it, and it looks more aesthetically pleasing, but I don't want to. If you saw that, those are dark wolves, whatever kind of creature type things. That's like the threat we have to go kill. So we have this green box, and thank goodness they actually came by, because if you saw that yellow box around them, when these boxes overlap, that initiates combat. Or if say we were to like attack our city, we would attack it, and once the green box hit the city, then we'd be in combat, sort of. I'll get into that in a second. So this is basically just saying, hey, this is the space they occupy. As we move, they'll reveal territory and such. The next thing is supply. So you see this kind of light area compared to this darker area, compared to this, let me explore a little bit, compared to this not lit. Oh no, oh jeez. Well, hey, we're in combat. So their zone of control is that puke yellow, and it overlapped with our green, which made a red, and that means we're in combat. So I can't zoom in, but these are our guys, and our health is okay. There's only one getting beat up on. These are the dark wolves, and they're dying slowly. They're getting attacked. These little numbers up here are just more or less for me to kind of see what damage is being done, by who, with who. And boom, dark wolves have been destroyed. So this supply right here. So there's this land that is, I'm going to say, just regular, completely regular, nothing wrong with it. There's no zone over it. Then there's this lighter one. That's produced by our city, and that's a zone of supply. So we were damaged, and you see how there's that little green 12? That means he's healing by 12 every time. But if we're outside of that zone of supply, then we're not healing. So we need to be within a zone of supply to heal. That's just, you know, you can't just send people out and they just, you know, it's like in any war, you can't just heal in the middle of combat. You know, you have to, and also you can't heal in combat. You can only heal when you're outside of combat in a zone of control. The final one, which is kind of only important if you're city building, is the zone of population, which is this darker green, this darker grayish color here. And what that is that's also projected by the city. And so if we wanted to send out settlers to settle a new city, we could not settle within this like zone of population. We could settle out here. We could not settle here. And that's just to prevent, like, if I wanted to, I could just make city here, city here, city here, city here, and just have like a bunch of cities that no one could ever conquer because there's just so many of them. It would be very OP and the game would not be fun. So they make it a certain distance apart, and this is the distance. So if I wanted to build settlers, I would have to settle out here instead of here. That's all there is to it. There's also this guard, this gold area, I'm going to call it, and that's not in these zones of controls. It's called the guard zone, and what that means is, say I took my guys and I wanted to just say attack my city for you, because there's no other cities to really attack. Once their green command zone entered this guard zone, this militia would come out and attack. That's all that means. Also, I'm upgrading this mining post to give us +4 more stone. It's not going to put us in the positive, but it's going to help. So usually you never attack with engineers, because that's just silly. Why would you ever attack with engineers? But the enemies aren't going to be terribly tough, so it's just, let's just go ahead and attack. Yep, okay. So these guys they're called, I call them Raksha. They're called creatures, but they'll get a proper name later. And this is just a nest, and look, it's the fact that it's the tutorial. They don't want to start naming things too soon, but they're just independent creatures that attack everyone, so that's what we need to attack. And this is kind of what they come from. Same thing, like this had a zone around it that as soon as we initiated, their like militia came out and attacked us.
Milord, the nest we just destroyed was very much like the creatures seen near Garland. We are still unsure what they are, but if they are widespread, they could be a constant thorn in our side. Some were spotted fleeing north into the forest. There may be another nest to be found that direction.
Thank you. So for destroying that nest, it says, you know, destroy the nest, and we also got 32 gold. So just, if you ever see them, honestly, destroy them. You can find like technology, like, oh hey, you have better armor now, or like you found like another hero, or you know, like, oh, someone was held hostage, you know, something along those lines. This screen down here once again shows all the engineers, shows who who is leading them. If I click on these guys, I get all the information I want about them. I can get information about the company itself. I can get like what type of terrain they're in, and terrain is important for bonuses. So right now we're in forest, but if I move down here, we'll go to like grass and then hills. So grass gives us nothing, and then hills gives us a +2. That's just important. Like if I was attacking someone here, I'd want to be here and then attack them here so they get no bonus, but I do. Strategy, intricacies, I'm sure you could honestly just care less about. The other thing that's kind of the biggest importantest thing on this screen are these different modes you can have your guys in. So like if I wanted them to run away from something and not get into any combat and just move, like move, you press them. And what that does is they get in this column and they just go. They just go. And they move very fast. I could get them in a just regular column, which is a little bit slower. As you can see, it says attack efficiency, speed modifier. So this gives a speed modifier of 100. Alright, thanks Fire Mama. Sorry you're having buffering issues. If that's on my end, I will look into that, but I think I'm good, but it might also be the game, it might be lag, I have no idea. But thank you for letting me know, and thanks for trying to watch. It was nice. I'll keep playing because I like it. But it was a pleasure having you. And then there's the skirmish mode, which kind of gives you the largest zone, and that's something you would like want to scout with. And it's also the second most efficient for like attack or like, but you know, speed not very good. And then the final one is combat, which is 100% efficient, but you don't move very fast. I usually will keep everyone in combat mode because speed for me is never terribly important, but having the most efficient combat is. So like right now you see it's 78, it's ticking up for efficiency, and we're at 19 right now, and it'll keep ticking up, and then we'll have, oh, now we're at 20, and it'll keep ticking up, and then we'll go to 21, and we'll keep ticking up, and it'll go to 22, and it's just, it'll keep ticking up until this gets, until efficiency gets to 100, and I think it'll stop at like 24 for, yeah, it'll stop at like 24 for our overall attack. Perfect. Efficiency also increases when you're in combat, so if we go back to like the skirmish mode and we're at 80, as we're in combat, it'll also increase, but I'd rather us have that advantage in the beginning and just... So here's the other nest we found. We're just exploring north, like it said, because it was here, and we're like, oh, just kind of go north, and we did. Like I said, these guys are super, super easy. And combat is one of those you kind of sit and watch and hope you have the best stuff. There is no micromanaging your people. In fact, the only things you can do in combat are route, which is they figure out where to run, or you can retreat and you can tell them where to run. The only reason you would ever pick route over retreat is if your commander, it can either be just a generic captain, or you're like, for us, it's our leader. If they die, you can only route, you cannot retreat. So, pardon. So that's that. It's one of those, sometimes they don't run, like, when you're in combat, your morale decreases, and sometimes you get killed faster than your morale decreases, and so the game won't automatically run for you. That only happens in a very specific circumstances, or maybe you're just in a bad engagement that you know, when the wolves attacked over here, I didn't want to fight them right away. I wanted to give myself a little more time to explain, but it was also a good time. I thought about running, and I was like, let's just take the fight. But like, if these were settlers and they ran into someone, I would just have them run away because there's no point in even trying to fight because they will just lose. Nice to know. So, over here we have this barracks. Let's go ahead and upgrade it to a supply post. It'll extend our visual range and our supply, and it'll also give us back, so this takes -1, -1, -1. It'll give us back that +1, +1, +1. So, the other thing that population zones are good for is you see how our city kind of has like this circle of population zone, but then you also see there's kind of this circle of a population zone. And you can kind of look and see like the circumference of it. Yeah, the circumference of it. And you can kind of pinpoint the like center. So, you can kind of see how it's kind of curved here. So I would say the center is probably here. I would say it's like exactly here. Not where this flag is, where my cursor is. There's a lake. I may have lied. Nope, right here.
Welcome to the town of Addison. We sympathize with your quest, but cannot support you. We have our own troubles to worry about. There are creatures dwelling in the forest southwest of here that raid our livestock and terrorize our village. They also prevent us from logging within the forest, one of our primary sources of trade. Until they are dealt with, we cannot afford to offer assistance.
Well,
I will not let my people down.
so if this wasn't a campaign, this is like just an independent faction. They're neutral to everyone unless I say, hey, attack them. But
More step towards victory.
I'll go ahead and just I'll be the hero that deals with their monster problem, and then everyone's happy with me, and then they join us for free, and we don't have to attack them, and
Shelter us all.
it just saves time, saves effort, kind of, not really, but you get the gist.
Let my people down.
So they said southwest?
Our work is
Southwest, I'll just assume is down here somewhere. This isn't a terribly big map. I mean, it's also very much laid out. So yeah, you can kind of see this kind of circumference would lead us, I said here, but it was here. Look,
The Kohan will return to their
is it a perfect? No. But does it definitely help finding cities when you're just kind of aimlessly looking for stuff to kill? Absolutely.
I will not
Alright,
let my
let's
people
go,
down.
Darius. I understand you're thinking, well, we're, looking for stuff. Why aren't you in the skirmish mode where you can have a bigger,
More step towards
view? And I'm like, well, once again,
one more
I know we're going into combat, so I'd rather just be ready for combat.
more step.
It's somewhere over here. We know that. We'll find it. Come hell or high water. Let's go ahead and upgrade our city one more time. We have the money.
Our work is
Not
never
much,
done.
but we have it. And also terrain affects how much you can see. So like you could see we can only see this little bit as we were moving, but now that we're out of the forest we can see a much larger area without even having to change into skirmish mode. So I'm hoping that these are the creatures they were talking about. If not, look, they might be here, they might be over here. I can't quite remember. What did they say?
Good sir, welcome to the town
Southwest?
of
I went east. Whatever. We needed to kill these guys anyway.
Glory.
Just saying.
Not let my people down.
Ugh. Snap, crack, pop. Ugh, my body. Man. Kohan's not a very popular game on stream, huh? Look, I get it. This game is ancient. This game is 2001. So it is, come a month from now, it'll be 17 years old. It's an old game. It's a very old game, but I think something should be said about the fact that I am playing this on stream right now,
Kohan will return to their glory.
that it is 17 years old, and I love it. I've messed around with every different faction there is, every different race, kind of, I used to be the guy that would be like, oh, let's just build the strongest people and then just, like, wreck house. And I'm like, what if we didn't do that? And we, made, like, a lot of weak people and see, like, how I can do that. Or, like, what if I don't have any heroes but someone else does? Because heroes are definitely just super, super powerful. And not the point. I'm gushing. Please. Excuse me. Oh, hey, I think this might be their creatures of problem. So one thing I want to note, which I honestly didn't learn till I played this game for you guys, is Darius,
Shelter us all.
he... Oh, hang on. Before we do that, let's pause everything. So this button right here just says they advance to regular. What that means is they just got enough experience to be, instead of recruits, they're regulars. So, like the heroes, the companies can also level up, which is another incentive for keeping them alive and not just throwing them like fodder. So now that they're regular, they have 110% attack and defense. So they just have a little bit more attack and a little bit more defense. That's all that means.
Creator, shelter us all.
What I wanted to note was something, once again, I never knew until someone told me, was this command and engage. So if I put him to command, you may have seen me do this earlier, he'll just stand here, and he provides a blessing which gives these guys, defense and attack, but he won't attack with them. Now, this works for like some Kohan that are like spellcasters or archers, because the archers will just attack anyway, and the spellcasters really shouldn't be getting, deep in the combat. But Darius is a melee, so he should be getting the combat, so I have to put him towards engage. That way he'll attack with the company, with everything. And
Work is never done.
just to show you, he deals 57 damage. These guys deal 28. And you can see right there, it says like 34, and you see, 70, 57, 57, 34. The reason that you're like, oh, 28, but they're doing 34. They have a bonus of 6 when they're against buildings because they're engineers, which makes sense. Also, what are you? Oh, hello, wolves.
The
Oh,
area
jeez.
around New Hope is now safe from those creatures. You are not far from achieving your goals here.
Well, we won. So, let's end this mission. See what he has to say.
Now that your new homeland is secure, the scholars have had time to study the remains of those creatures we encountered and discuss them with the locals. They are called Rockshaw by the village folk, and are dangerous creatures indeed. They began appearing years ago and spread like an infestation across the land. First, one mound-like nest will spring up overnight. Then they begin to spread, building more nests as their numbers increase. Soon enough they are befouling the land for miles in every direction. We will need to keep watch for signs of these creatures and dispose of them whenever possible. Lord Darius, word of your arrival here is spreading. We have received a missive from north of the Marble Hills requesting your assistance. The sender of this message claims to be an immortal such as you. I assume you will be preparing a company to venture north.
I guess I don't have much of an option, do I? Because that seems to be our next mission. So, real fast, I just like to go to score to kind of see everything. But since we're the only ones, whatever. So, next mission.
Another immortal has called out to you and requested your aid. Like you, he has taken stewardship over a small kingdom of the mortals we know as Meriton. His kingdom is besieged by another mortal race, the Draga. They are a powerful and warlike people, but are not prone to reckless conquests such as this. You must protect this new kingdom, confront the leader of this invasion, and put a stop to it if you can.
Okay, so confront the leader of the Draga and stop their attacks. I'm sure we'll get a little something here.
Greetings, brother. It is glad
Not
tidings
your
to
brother.
see another Kohan among the living. My name is Kieran, and I lead this Meriton town. Provided we have time to speak more later, we may be able to help each other regain our lost memories.
Perfect. So the main thing is like the Kohan are this immortal race. They can't die. When they die, they transform back into this amulet symbol, and this amulet and the amulet you saw on the very front cover. And when they die in game, what it means is they lose all their experience and they go back to 0. So like if you have like a level 7, you know, like ascended, you know, because he's awakened, and then it's like something, and then like ascended is like their third and like final one where they're really powerful, and they die, they just go back to level 1, they lose everything, and you have to like reawaken them, which just costs money in game. But like the lore behind it is like, if they actually die in the lore, then they wake up with no memory, so they don't even know who they are, so like they can be easily corrupted. Like people can be like, oh, you were a bad guy, so like you should help me, wink wink. Or like, you know, the Custodian was like, you might not know who you are, but like you can, you know, you're a good guy kind of thing. Also, sorry, I'm wringing out my tea bag, and I know a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't do that, just, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna die from that. So yeah, the other thing is kind of like in-game, the mechanic is like, oh, they regain their memories through fighting. Well, yes and no. Like, do they regain memories? Not quite, but they regain experience, and that's kind of their analog. That's how they tie it all together. So, same situation. We already have a preformed company, which we'll just use. Darius is already in charge of it, which is fine. Looking at this is not the same type of city we saw before, and you're like, oh, well, why? Well, it's a different race. This is nationalist, before we were council, and I understand you're like, what's the difference? It's just different gameplay. So this is a level 2, and if you remember before, we had a level 2 to start with, and we only had 3 slots. This one has 4. That's just how they do it. There's really no difference in gameplay. Just there's 2 different races, and they also offer different different units eventually. Once again, this is just showing us, hey, this was the first race. Oh, hey, second mission, here's the second race. You know, and giving us a little bit stronger of enemies to attack. This is an actual...
The closest Drauga enclave is directly north of here. Perhaps we should start there. There are also a few Meriton villages along the southwestern coast. We shouldn't let them sit unprotected for too long. I suggest searching them out and gaining their support as well.
Okay, so first things first, let's go to the Draga up north. second things second, let's go ahead and get another company just full of you guys, of you, and put you in charge, because once again, having
May the Creator shelter us all.
Kohan in charge is just better. They're just better. They just have more health. They have more attack than regular
Kohan will return to their glory.
just commanders, captains. You know, than just your run-of-the-mill stock captain. Hey, there's the Draga. How's it going? So usually they would attack. I think we got to them a little bit early in the episode, and they're still building up their militia, which just goes over time. But as we slowly start to whittle it down, they'll probably pop out. Even if they're not like a full militia, they'll pop out whatever like couple units they have. Back down here, we have to wait for. Oh nope, we
have never encountered a general such as you. Perhaps we have underestimated the abilities of the Maritan and their immortal leaders.
Our work is never
Okay.
done. I will not
A little insider baseball. I kind of know. I think I know that on the other side is like there's another one, and I want you guys to go down here to do the southwest villages, because the more villages we have, the more money. So like we just got these guys, and they had a market, which is great. So we can just upgrade that right to a bank, and they're already making us 24 gold, which is just perfect. And we can also build a we can build a blacksmith here, which also increases our iron production, and these just add together. So like, yeah, we're making 10 iron here, we make whatever iron here. It all adds up in the end. So, you know, well, we're at 0, they're making 10, these companies take up 10, perfect, we've done it.
return to their glory.
It's on fire. These little fires just denote that it's damaged. I'm not going to take the time to repair it because there's just really no need, I guess. We will be building a quarry. Hey, here's the Draga. So this is what should have happened is they send their militia out, we attack, we win because, well, we're badasses. And we take over their thing. These guys are fully supplied, so let's send them out to the southwest to find their...
Our work is never done.
Oh, yeah, okay. The second militia. There's usually 8. Like I said, the more upgraded you get, the better. These guys can't upgrade their holdings. That's just... These aren't a playable race. They're not like the humans. They're just... Same thing with these guys. They're just independents. Like, this is all the resistance we expect.
Kohan will return.
Now we have to attack, and same thing. It'll flip to our side once we do enough damage. The more damage you do, the more chance it is that they'll attack or flip to your side. Sometimes they flip right away. Sometimes you have to take them literally to 1 HP in order to get them to flip. It's a roll of the dice. I'm pretty sure it's a roll of the dice. Yep. Okay, so hey, these guys will probably get another text pop up. I've been wrong before, and it seems that I am wrong now. So how you guys doing? Taking out the Slan. Just another group. They're lizard people. They're a strange race of reptile men that occupy abandoned cities and ancient ruins additional to their mud hut lairs. This would be a mud hut lair. And same thing as the nests of before. Once we take it, we will be able to... we'll get a little bit of scratch, or maybe a technology. I can't quite remember on this level if we get technology yet. So, like I said, you know, the closer they get to death, the more desperate they get. So instead of sending out like those groups of 4 that we saw, they only had 1 available, but they still sent them out hoping, you know, maybe I'd stop attacking them, you know. That's just the way the game mechanic works. So, nope, just 62 gold. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and have these guys head back, get in the supply zone, and also recover their morale. So morale only recovers when you're out of combat and not moving. So right now we're moving and they're not getting any more morale. But you can recover your units when you're moving in supply. So now that they've stopped, 6, it'll tick back up to 35. I'll leave them there for a second. Darius, let's keep let's find this Draga, the main guy, leader. That's the vocab word we use for leader. The leader of the Draga. Draga. Wait, is there a zone of... So, this is exactly what I mean. Let's get rid of the zone of control. You can see that this zone goes to here and kind of starts to curve around, but you see this other one here. So that means there's another, like, Draga Enclave, they call them? Yes, the Draga Enclave. There's another one over here. So let's go find it. And same thing down here, as you can kind of see this zone of population. That means that the Maritan village we need to find, the ones that we need to recruit to our side, are also down there. So we found it. Boom, right there. Gojuk is the name of it, and we're going to take it out. So they sent out their 8, you can see 4 and 4. They sent them out. Let's see who wins. We're in grass. They're also in grass, so no advantages there. And honestly, Darius is just pretty badass, if you ask me. He also became enlightened, which that just increases all of his stats. It increases his health. It increases his damage and his defense. And we're going to take that post-haste. Down here, we're looking for that Maritan village. And it looks like it'll honestly be a direct line from the furthest point out to here. Hey, we found it. Boom.
Praise to you, immortal lord. We had all but given up hope and sailed off to find safer lands. We gladly accept your protection and leadership over our village.
Oh. Alright, Blackwater, just because you're by the ocean, you think you can... So, one thing to note is, when we captured this and it already had the market, if you look up here, it says, oh, our attack on Gojuk had destroyed their market. So as you siege it, the components, if there are, and they're called components, these things, they're called components available for construction, build a component. I might use that. I might just call them their names, a Blacksmith market, Barracks, whatever. So yeah, they had a market here, and then we destroyed it. So yeah, that's that. And the reason I'm building banks everywhere, because we don't really need any other resources. I think we can handle this level with just these 2 companies. Also, when you get it, you get the supply zone, so it's nice. I would much rather take a city with almost no one left and take it, and then have them recover, than be like, oh, I'll go ahead and come back and then I'll take it later. No. So this is their own company. And as you can see, they're in that skirmish mode or whatever, and they're attacking my city. So as you can see, their zone overlapped the guard zone. I think we can handle it, but just in case, I'm sending Darius down to help clean up anything. Yep, it looks like we're going to lose because they have their captain and they just had more stuff. So what would happen is basically what we've done to them is they would then go ahead and attack us and everything like they're going to do, but we're going to intercept them. Boom. And now we get to attack them. Their morale is already low. We're doing pretty good. We're basically fully healed. And Darius is about to kick butt. You can just see Darius just wail. And then, boom, that's Darius. Boom, that's Darius. Boom. And we destroyed their entire company. Oh, and we also leveled up. Perfect. So, they're attacking again with... Okay, it almost looked like 2 companies. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to run for 2 seconds to heal up as much as possible, let them go in, because this militia regenerates. So there's really no reason to not let the militia fight, if you can. I mean, as long as that's cool. What it does do is, say I had a company down here that was, recuperating, the zone of supply is gone because it's under siege now. So if I wanted this company to, recuperate, then I would have sent Darius to be like, hey, no, attack them before the city gets involved. But since everything is good, we're good. So we're just going to stop. We're going to go ahead and regain that morale a little bit. They leveled up. Darius is, like I said, already leveled up. Let's go ahead and send these guys up. I think there are more Draga here, and then I think the main one is over here? Possibly? Look, we'll figure it out as we go. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Oh. What? Donde está el tiempo? Where is the time? Where has the time gone? No one knows. Oh, hey! There's some Draga right there.
Our work is never done.
I think we may have to go assist our brethren. So that's what I mean is, this base city has 2 components instead of 1. And so we can build 2 instead of just having 1 to upgrade. I think these guys might be trying to make a move somewhere. And most of the time, so I'm going to build a wall just to help with defense. Because I feel like these guys are going here, and that's fine.
Our work is never done.
Well, never mind. Looks like they're turning around. So what I'm going to do is try to get these guys into the forest, and you see now they have that forest modifier. Never mind. These guys have a hill modifier. These guys have a hill modifier. We have grass. Oh, also, these guys need to attack this. Hey, please. Please, strike that down. Thank you. If I leave them there, honestly, they won't attack, and the militia from these guys will keep regenerating and just keep attacking them until they have to run away, and I'd rather that not happen. So, let's upgrade this, and a good thing to see is this has 10 militia, and it's the base town. This has 14 militia, and it's bigger than the base town, and that's just, like I was saying...
You have proven yourself to be a powerful opponent.
Okay.
We bow before your might and offer our village and people to you. The other tribes will not follow you unless you defeat Garajmok, the High Chief, in personal combat. He can be found in a village to the west, north of the mountains.
Okay, north of the mountains to the west, so like here. That I can do. Oh, hey, there's another village. Let's go ahead and say, hey guys, we want you. Join up. Double time. Woo.
We have heard of your exploits, my lord. Please accept us into your fold, and we will serve you well. Now that you are with us, we needn't worry about the Draugr armies any longer.
Yeah. So, once again, you're like, hey, this looks different than the windmill. It is. Not terribly. They're still humans, they're still everything. It's just the whole factions within the humans. There's the council, there's the royalists, there's the nationalists, and they all feud within each other. But when push comes to shove, you know, when there's an external threat, they can all band together and deal with it. And we'll learn about the external threat very soon. That's why Darius was awoken, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So this was just upgraded, and it gave 2. This one only has 1. So that's just, once again, trying to point out little things that you may have a question about that I may just gloss over because I've been doing this for so long. I'm also going to have to take just a very short break real fast. Give me 2 seconds. And we are back. Sorry about that. Look, the tea, it goes right through me. I got the bladder of apparently less than a mug. Alright, so we've kind of conquered a lot of the Draugr. We're doing it. So, now we must go and kill.
Our work is never
you know, just more or less, you know, challenge him to mortal combat, and then slay him in front of all of his friends and family, and then take them as our own. Have them swear fealty to the Great One.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
The Kohan will return to their glory. You're darn right, Darius.
More step towards victory.
Mm-hmm.
I will not let my people down.
You're not letting them down. You're not letting them down. I'm letting them down.
Our work is never done.
You're darn right, work is never done. You think just because the semester's over for college, you think I'm done? Psh. Now just starts the hard part. Figuring out what the heck I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Too real. Too real. Alright, back to video game fun. Yay, video
Work
games.
is never done.
Alright, let's see. It should be
One more step
right. Yep, right
towards
there.
victory.
Is that them? That's them. Okay, okay, hold up. Hold up.
More step towards
Oh, okay, we've already engaged. Well, that's fine. That's not actually them. This is them. This is just another... These are Beast Riders. They're just cavalry. Basically, they're the Draga cavalry, more or less. See, you got the forest. Gosh darn it. So, actually, we can see the... we're going to go ahead and have these guys not move. Well, before, we can see that the thing's right there. And if you guys saw when I selected them, they have their own little commander there. That's the guy we have to kill. So...
shelter us all.
let's get to it, shall we?
Our work is never done.
Boom, there he is. So let's go ahead and pause real fast. We have our two companies here going up against these guys, hopefully not these guys, and the militia came out. So this is the guy we have to beat, the Gorojamok. He is the leader of the Draga tribes and got there by killing the last tribal leader. So we have to kill him to become their tribal leader. Sounds about right. He's in the grass, we're in the hills, we're in the grass, they're in the grass. Look, it's just, the hills provide a +2 bonus. That's nice, that's good. This guy leads 4 Draga and then 2 cavalry, and then there's 8 Draga that's going to come out of here. Let's hope we win. The only thing we have to worry about is our guys dying, so I can select both the companies and kind of look at everything. So there's the captains, there's the front line, and the supports. I can see that, oh, well, one of our front line just died. Another front line is about to die. He just died, but, like, the only thing I care about are our captain's health.
So you have finally come to challenge me.
Yes.
You are making a big mistake, Immortal. I know your kind can die by violence. Why throw away immortality so casually? Well, shall we begin?
I've literally slaughtered your entire tribe. Yes, let's get this party started. We're probably going to have to engage these guys since he's not coming to us. We'll have to go to him. Oh, nope, they came to... Thank goodness. So they were entrenched, and this entrenchment, if you see... they have a base value of +6 because they're, like, deeply entrenched, and that's what this little, like, stick and stone symbol under their banner means. These guys were also entrenched, but now that they've moved, they've broken their entrenchment. So if you see, he's at 14 because that's +6. They usually just have 8, so 8 + 6, 14, right? That's good for us because I don't know if we would have been able to beat them because we're already so beraggled. But we may have a chance. Oh, never mind. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna, you know what? It was fun. We're gonna go. So their morale got way too low, and they ran. Our morale also got, Darius' morale also got too low, and they ran. So let's go back here. Let's go ahead and build a barracks and help extend our supply. So next time we won't have to walk all the way back. Because what happened was, yes, we destroyed one of their companies, but they're both still there. And while we go all the way back to rebuild, they're also going to be regenerating people. So what we can do instead is just build another company to help us out. And this is just generic captain. Hello, generic captain.
As you wish.
And I'll build him, and he can be our, like, backup, just in case these guys fail once again. We can definitely help. If we fail again, they will definitely be what turns the tide. So, building blacksmiths just because we really have no money is no object anymore. We don't really need it for anything. And once again, once this completes, you'll just see this zone expand. You'll see our vision expand. So let's go ahead and watch it right here. I'll turn off controls for right now. So the zone of controls anyway. and boom. I mean, it now engulfs them. So instead of just going there, we can now go here. And you don't have to be, like, your hero, your banner, whatever, doesn't have to be within the zone of control, or zone of supply. Your zone of control has to be within the zone of supply. So these guys are technically, you know, if you look, they're out of the zone of supply, technically, but their control zones are within. And I'm sorry if the zone of control, zone of supply, what does that mean? I hope you understand. The green part is in the light part. That means they're healing. And it doesn't take extra upkeep to heal them. It's not like oh, you need more to build this guy. No, he just automatically spawns when they're in supply, and that's that. So we'll wait till they're all fully back to full. Darius is so close. They're also just need their 2 last guys, and you need 2 more guys. We'll just wait. I am a-okay with waiting. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, we can keep building stuff. We can upgrade you. Let's go ahead and do that. We could have upgraded you, but, well, why?
Yes, my lord.
Alright, let's go ahead and move them up a little bit. And we're just going to select all of them. We can kind of see they have only 1 more to do. You're halfway done with your last one. And we've already destroyed 1 company, those Beast Riders, first. So they won't be there when we get back, so we'll only have 2 companies plus the Draga to deal with. So I think, you know, not only could we do it with just probably these 2 companies again, we already have this extra company just to really put us over the top, more or less. So, and I think these guys also became regular. These guys were already regular. And during the fight, he did become enlightened, so that means he's also just more powerful. So, nice to know. Once again, more powerful, just easier to beat, easier to destroy. It works out in our favor. Oh, pardon. So let's see. Yep. His kind of company. Oh, he's running. It's because he knows. He knows he's done. He's out of here. Your reign has come to an end. Yep, looks like we're doing great this time. All the militia's basically gone. This company's gone. This company's gone. And we still have... We've lost 3-4 men. And they've lost a lot more. Hey, we killed them. Perfect. That was literally it. We just had to destroy their guy. So let's end the mission. I'm sorry about that noise.
Your courage has served you well, my lord. You bested the Draga chieftain in personal combat, securing the loyalty of a great number of powerful warriors. They are strong, but they are also in need of leadership. Their homelands are under assault by hordes of those Rockshaw creatures. The Draga advisors suggest that we attend to this problem immediately. Otherwise, the Draga may decide to abandon you over concern for their homeland.
Now that we have a moment to spare, I wish to tell you of what I remember about the days before I died. I lived during what we called the Second Dynasty. It was soon after the first great cataclysm had shattered our great cities and spread our people out across Khaldun. We were working at trying to reunite the Kohan and reform the Grand Council. During this time of strife, we developed our powers and tapped into mystical abilities hereto unknown to us. The Kohan of that time learned to control their bodies, adapting them to new forms. There was the Aldaragu, or war form, which is physically powerful and animalistic, perfected for combat. Then there is the Al-Harun, or magic form, a more graceful body that is attuned to channeling powerful magic. This ability has become lost to us now. Most stuck in one form or another. Even I cannot recall the ability in myself.
Okay. So yeah, just a little bit of background, you know. There was apparently this great cataclysm. It kind of threw everything out of whack. There was this grand council, and I think the Kohan are in charge of that, and they kind of lead, you know, the masses of the humans, us, in everything. So let's look at our score since we actually have someone to compare with. Let's look at military. So they started off real strong, and then they like crashed and burned basically, and then they peaked right above us, and I think that's when we started to take out their guys, and then yeah, nothing. Economy, once again, once we started to conquer those Draga enclaves, we beat them, and same thing with population is just city number, so The cities we took from them increased us. The cities we took from them increased us. Cities we took from them increased... You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Let's keep going.
Your victory over the Draga leader Garaj Mok has given you the reign of his tribe and the reasons behind the invasion into Meriton lands. These Raksha appear to be more than the simple nuisance we first surmised. They are spreading across the Draga homeland like a virus. You must find the source of this blight and cure this land. The Draga would become unshakable allies in the trying times to come.
Okay. Apparently these Raksha creatures are a little bit more, malevolent than we first thought. They're not just regular creatures. They might be being controlled by someone, possibly? So, do not let the Raksha overrun all of the Draga villages. Okay, so like some of them are okay, but not all of them. Just the villages full of women and children. And find and destroy the source of the Raksha Minish. That I can do. Perfect. So, we have 2 villages. What a great start. What a rockin' start. So, these are a little bit different. Let's go ahead and look at their companies they can recruit. So they can't recruit all the human infantry because they're Draga. So what can they recruit? They can recruit regular berserkers and they can recruit their cavalry. They can also recruit a couple of special elements. We may use those. I might just not. It's once again, it's just not worth it in these opening scenes, these opening campaign missions. What do they? And also, when you hover over them, it shows you what they need to be built. Nothing. These need nothing. These can always be built. But like, if I want to build a cleric, I'll need to build a temple. If I need a magician, I need a library. If I want the ranger, I need a woodmill and a library. If I want the engineers, I need a quarry. Since I don't really want them, let's just go ahead and... I understand I built like a quarry here. I'll take it. I'll use it, but it's once again just not really necessary. Let's throw all these guys into regular attack mode. What are our objectives? Find and destroy the source of the Raksha menace. I can do that. Oh, hello.
Kohan Lord, we have received a message from a Draga village north of here. They are hard-pressed defending against many Raksha assaults. Their village is near ruins and needs assistance. We should send an engineering company to aid them as soon as possible.
That's why I built the quarry, because you need a quarry to get engineers. That's... You guys read my mind. You guys read my mind. Let's go ahead and upgrade that bank. So these guys are scouts, and as the name implies, they can scout. You can see their range, even in combat mode, is just way bigger than these guys' range. I understand I just said that and then they went into wood, so it's kind of lessened, but you can understand. So we'll go ahead and put these guys right at the edge. They can still... I think this might be the Raksha, or not the Raksha, the Draga village that is under siege. Let's see. Let's go ahead and kill this Raksha nest. Let's get some extra gold. Come on. And one of the things about these is they cannot be upgraded. This is all we get. So we have to be a little bit more, not conservative, but just a little bit more cautious about what we build and kind of what we need to build. We can make it a completely resource heavy where we just get all the resources, or we could probably build, you know, the libraries and everything to get the units. It's kind of a, you have to choose, as where with most other buildings you can, or like the human cities, you can kind of have all the resources you want and it kind of can be self-contained. We didn't get anything for that? That's baloney. Let's send them back, go ahead and have them heal up. Where is this village? Guys. Yoo-hoo. Is there more than one? Are they really close? Are we in like the middle of 2 zones? Because that would... It's possible. It's very possible that this is just like, there are 2 cities, maybe one's here, and they're just so close together that they can't help it. Also, he just became restored. Woo! You get a little bit of experience for just being out and about. It's just, I wish I could tell you more about what it actually accomplishes, but I think it's here. It's right here. It's right here, 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 here. Within this area, we will find it. Oh, we found it. We've done it. Hello. Guys. I would like you to repair that, please. And I think once we repair it, they'll say, "Oh, thank you so much for saving us." We love you, Darius. And I'll say, hey guys, please, this is a Christian stream. My little brother's watching. Please keep it PG. Jesus. Okay, there's some Rockshaw there. We're fine. We're so fine. Yep, gaining those levels. Every minion we kill is a level. Plus, since we're just in combat, we also get levels. It just... Look, you get experience the longer you live. That's just life. Let's go ahead and just make sure we can explore everything. I can also queue up commands by just holding shift and saying, hey, go there, then go there, then there, then there, then there, then there, and just kind of fill out the map, see what there is to see.
Thank you for coming to our aid, Immortal One. You are a most honorable leader, and we have deemed you worthy of our support.
Damn
You
straight.
should know that there is another village nearby, in a mountain valley to the west. It has also had difficulties with the Rockshaw, and may be able to give you more information about them. Be careful when dealing with them. They are battle-weary, and may need to be pressured to help.
Our work is never done.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. We need to kill him. Kill him with fire. If you know what I'm saying, heyo. So, they're just to the west of here. Got it. Alright, let's go west. Hey, we got money from that one. Perfect. Now, I know they said west, but like, what's east?
One more step towards victory.
Like, actually, what? You know what? Let's switch this around. Darius, you go that way. You guys, go ahead. You're now scouts. You're now 100% scouts. Your sole purpose in life is to scout for me. Spoilers, he's not sticking around for terribly long, so I don't care about the experience he gets. I know. I'm sorry, I'm pulling back the veil. I've played this campaign a few times. Forgive me. Alright, once this upgrades to a bank, we'll be back at 0, but then I've also just queued up buildings, you know. A couple of blacksmiths here and here, so then we'll be even better. I'm getting like the forge, the blast furnace, which just once again provides more steel, more iron steel. Look, one leads to the other. Let's not get it twisted. So this is an iron mine, same sort of situation. We can send these guys over here to build on it, and they will. Are they up here? Yeah, it looks like they're... Yep, looks like this is all just kind of cut off. And they're up here. Let's go ahead and head south. Let's just start to fill in the map a bit. Let's go ahead and build your barracks so you can get that supply post, because these, in order to work, and you'll see it real soon, they have to be within supply to get the resources. So right now it's like, oh hey, we're out of supply, what are we gonna do? Well, we could hit the build and then build an outpost. Don't want to build an outpost. That costs money and just time and effort, and it's silly. Hey, we found a Rockshaw nest. Perfect. So they were at 18 efficiency, but since they're in combat, that efficiency goes up and up and up and up, and everything's perfect, and they're gonna win because it's just Rockshaw. Hopefully, don't prove me wrong. Oh, jeez, guys. Okay, they're gonna lose because they're just scouts, and they're awful, and never put scouts in combat, and I personally never build them. It's just the game gave them to us, so I thought maybe... guys, I'm trying. I try. I care. Sometimes too much. It hurts how much I care. It really does. Hello? Oh, hey, giant spiders. So, giant spiders are giant spiders. They're independent. They attack anything and anyone. You have to go find their nest and destroy them in order to stop them from spawning.
Thank you
hello.
for your assistance, Immortal One. We know of the source of this Rockshaw menace. To the northeast of here is a great mound, far larger than any nest we have seen. Our scouts spotted it, but had to retreat before learning much more.
Northeast. Thank you. And we didn't even have to attack, you guys. Wait to go. So, let's go ahead and build up a company of Drauga. And you guys are also going to help me destroy this Rockshaw nest, along with the scouts. So, let's go ahead and build a market. I don't know why I built the quarry. I think I just have it, personal, whatever. Maybe I just like rocks. Who knows? I used to when I was younger. Loved geodes. Dude, geodes were so cool. They were like gross on the outside, and you break them open, you're like, It's literally crystals. How cool. Just go to like rock conventions. What a nerd. What a nerd. But here I am. You know, 12 years later, bigger nerd. Who would have thought? Alright, let's keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Trucking. Wow, that was throwback. So, we built the supply post. It increased the supply range, and this is now in supply, and it's making us 10 iron. So, can't complain about that. Let's go ahead and take this out. We got 26 gold. Perfect. Let's go ahead and send these guys back. Go ahead and heal, and get this guy back. How are you guys doing? You know what? Let's go ahead and send him in. Drago, you go first because you just have more hit points and more. Yeah, alright. Perfect. Send him in. Send in the boys. Remember, Saturdays for the boys. Yeah, no, the Drago don't mess around. They mean business. I mean, they have 30 attack, 10 defense. These guys have 18 attack, 10 defense. So it's just a bit of a difference. Almost twice the attack. Yeah, I'll take them in a fight any day. Let's go ahead and wait till this guy's fully healed, just because I don't think we'll get the chance to heal up once we go try to find the big nest. And more gold. Perfect. And now they can kind of move around. These guys didn't take a lot of damage, so I'll just go ahead and, hey, guys, go ahead and keep exploring. Go ahead and find those spiders if you don't mind. That'd be nice. Sounds good. Do that. Something along those lines. And you guys, going from one supply to another. Go ahead and come up here, and maybe Darius will start to slide his way over this way, and maybe you guys can link up somewhere in the middle. Not sure, but we will find out. Pardon me. Alright, so just more lake. Ooh, there's a village or something. Alright, we're gonna beeline towards that. What's that all about? Hello, Draga. You gonna join us, buddy? Oh, well, there's one mound. I don't think it's the big inn they were talking about, but there is a mound. Is it Darius that needs to run over to him and be like, "Hi, I'm Darius"? So if that's the case, he's not gonna make it. Perfect. Hey, we've become regular. Great. Uh-oh. You saw that little hint of yellow? Let's see what it is. You know what? I was hoping we were going to be able to get in the forest, but we were not. Just giant spiders, no big deal. Let's go ahead and keep exploring. Perfect. That'll help us explore everything. Oh, hey, Raksha. There you go. Where are you guys going? Going to attack the Raksha? What's up? What's she doing? I mean, we know for a fact that they can't fight, so let's just run, I guess. Uh-oh, these guys are in the forest. They have +4. We got nothing. That's fine. I'm sure we'll be able to persevere. Somehow we will fight our way through. We might have to run back and heal, but we'll at least kill this nest. Hey, more spoders? Nope, not spoders. Ah, dang it, they also have forest. Once again, not that it terribly matters because there's 4 of these guys versus only, or 8 of these guys versus only 4. Raksha, it doesn't quite matter. So, the reason I built that wall was because we can build a watchtower. What the watchtower does is it increases visual range, but it also increases supply. That's something they don't tell you, but you learn. And the more, just honestly, the more supply, the more vision, you know, it's like that Sun Tzu, the art of war. You know your terrain before you can do anything. See, it just expanded. And I know we didn't, like, watch it expand, but take my word for it. We're good. There are a couple other things I can't expand the supply anymore, but I can't expand just visual range. And I know that sounds like you just said supply and visual range. No. Only for the watchtower is visual range and supply linked. Everything else, if it says supply, it means just supply. Well, supply means range or visual range, but if it just says visual range, then it just means visual range.
Kohan will return to their glory.
So we're going to wait for these guys to heal up with their 2 cavalry. We're going to go ahead and leave these guys here. I mean, why not? These guys can kind of travel as a cohesive unit now. Go ahead and just come over here. Tell me what's over here. Is there anything over here? Just keep... Yeah. Go ahead and show me that there's nothing over here. That's what I want to see. Hey, we've healed him up as he left. Perfect. Wasted no time. Very efficient, very efficient. Alright, Beast Rider. Uh-oh. More rack shares. We don't got what it takes. We just don't got it. They might become regular, because the cap is 50, so maybe. 48? Yep, they became regular. Perfect. Perfect. And honestly, it's literally just because of this leader. I mean, you can... It's all him. No? Okay, well, we're gonna have to coerce you then. Sorry, guys. So, that's an independent. We decide to attack this one because we want it, and we're just gonna have to take him by force, which sucks, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So, we take him by force, we siege it down, we bring our engineers up so we can repair it, and they'll probably say, oh, you were so strong, we should have just bent the knee. Bend the knee! Oh, there's also a gold mine. Perfect. No little flavor text. That's fine. I didn't want flavor text anyway. Jerks. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. Dead. Perfect.
One more step towards victory.
Alright, well, let's just keep on keeping on, shall we? You guys, yep, just stay there. You're doing great. Just stay there. Yep, there's our gold deposit. Although it's in supply and we see it, you have to walk a company by it to discover it. So just whatever. I knew it was there. We know it's there.
Our work is never done.
We're gonna get it when we can. So let's just keep on trucking. Trucking.
May the Creator shelter us all.
Oh hey, giant spoders.
Towards victory.
And they have the forest, I assume. Hey, but we have hills, so it's only a difference of 2 for defense. Once again, like, yes, we have just overwhelming numbers, we're going to win, but like, honestly, terrain can be the difference between winning and losing if it's a close enough, like, closely matched fight. So, although you might be like, why are you making such a big deal out of terrain? Like, it seems like you can win no matter what. Yeah, but once again,
Our work is never done.
they get harder. And I understand I'm on medium difficulty, they're like, well, if you're so good at it, why don't you just... Because I honestly, I would rather not lose any missions, because it's one of those...
My lord, we have discovered the remains of an ancient Kohan city. There were many old texts and artifacts found within. The scholars should be busy for quite a spell.
A spell of magic? No, I understand they mean just a spell of a spell. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a short break here. Give me 2 shakes and I'll be right back. I'm going to leave the game running just because there's no reason to not. It's not like we're... Hey, there's the nest. You guys can watch them destroy the nest. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I thought there was someone at my door, and there was not. It was my neighbor's door who was getting knocked on. So, what'd we get from that? Gold, and then who was attacked? Golgoroth. Golgoroth? Is that you? No, are you Golgoroth? No, are you Golgoroth? No, are you Golgoroth? Yes. So you were attacked by Raksha. Yeah. Oh, hey, there are nests there. Engineers and you guys, get deployed, son. Go there, and you guys are gonna attack. As I mean, it's just having vision. Like, I never would have known these were here because I didn't explore that area. But, like, now that I know they're there, I can just go attack them, maybe get some money. That's, once again, just not the main objective, but we're fine. So, let's keep on trucking. You know what, Darius, go ahead and stay in the forest, because if something gets attacked, or if you get attacked, then we're good. Nah, we gotta get out of the forest, that's fine.
I will not let my people down.
I will not let my people down.
I will not let my people down.
I might let my people down.
One more step towards
One more step towards victory.
One more step towards victory.
One more step towards victory. We're ready for battle.
Return to their glory.
Will they? Darius? Will they?
One more step towards victory.
And what glory is that, Darius?
Our work is never done.
Hey, there it is.
Work is never done.
That's the big one. Well, Darius, you're gonna have to fight your way out of this one, buddy. 'Cause he's kind of, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place. These guys are helping, but anyway, while that's going on, let's go ahead and send these guys down here. Let's back to the main fight. Handedly won. Killing them. They even have like hive masters, which are just better. So if the Rakshas are 24 and 6, these guys are 36 and 8. So they're just much better because they're the masters, and they only come from the big
By
hives.
the Creator, that massive nest must be the source of the Raksha plague.
Damn straight. We will destroy it immediately. Let's do it. But this is but a symptom of a greater evil. I know. I know. More Raksha? Yep.
Our work is never done.
I think this is enough. I understand there's like nothing here, but like it's enough. Oh, fun fact, when an independent faction destroys it, it doesn't go to them, it just turns into nothing. So nice to know. Oh, you guys have a
The hive has been leveled, my lord.
okay.
We have scored victory over these foul creatures and secured the Draga lands against further infestation. After searching the rubble, we found a spear made of a strange metal, though it is unclear how or why these creatures would gain possession of one.
Okay. We've done it. End the mission.
You have done very well, Kohan Lord. The Raksha have been cleared from this land, and the Draga now defer to you with total loyalty. I believe I will stay here and administrate that support. I offer you good luck on your journey. May destiny guide you to victory. Perhaps we will have the chance to fight side by side again someday.
The scholars have had time to research the texts found within the ancient ruins, Lord Darius. They shed some light on the terrible disasters we now know as the Cataclysms. Apparently the most recent one, the one that caused that city to be deserted, occurred nearly 1,000 years ago. The most important passages in the text refer to a dark and evil force or presence that directed the Cataclysms. This may be the proof you were looking for that they were not natural phenomena and may have been preventable.
Now we know. Let's look at that score. We don't compare it to anyone, so it doesn't really matter what our score is. Perfect. Next mission.
The Haroon are an esoteric people and must be handled delicately. If what we know is true, then the Haroon kingdom has splintered over how to deal with you and your growing armies. You must make them see that you are here to help and protect them. You must gain the control of all the Haroon sanctuaries that broke off from the greater kingdom at any cost. A full alliance must be gained with the Haroon kingdom as well. Only when both of these things have been accomplished will you be able to reunite the Haroon into a single ally that will support your quest.
Love the Haroon. They are one of my favorite races. So, do not go to war with any Greater Haroon Kingdom, establish an alliance treaty with the Greater Haroon Kingdom, reunite the independent Haroon sanctuaries under your banner. Sounds good. Hello, Haroon sanctuaries. Yep, You've left my camp. Of course you have. Jerk. So, the Harun. They're bowmen. Love bowmen. Cannot tell you enough. Bowmen are my favorite. My favorite unit in this game is an elite archer. So, the Harun bowmen. This is where diplomacy comes in. This is the political screen. These are locked, so I can't do anything. So the Shadow, I'm always going to be at war with. The Splinter Group, this Splinter Group, I'm always going to be at war with. These guys, I will always be allied to. The Harun Kingdom, however, if I let's just say attack someone they're allied with, say they're allied with this Splinter Group, and I attack that Splinter Group, they're going to be like, whoa, 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 we don't like you anymore. And then they can declare war. I can also declare war. So what we have to do is get them to like us and then offer an alliance. Now, they only have an opinion of +10, so we can't really ally them. It has to be more like +100, +150 before they're like guaranteed to accept an alliance. So we're going to have to just put that on pause until the moment was right. You know, kind of Ed Sheeran it up. But if you look, so the Shadow, and I'm sure they're at war with the Shadow. As we attack them, they're going to like us even more. Come on. There we go. I was like, engage them properly. So as we attack the Shadow, I'm assuming they'll like us. But I'll wait. You know, it'll take a minute. So let's just see what fighting the Shadow does for us. Oh man, there's also spiders. My goodness, there's so much going on. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh, yeah, we got the zombies over here attacking us. So these are just skeleton zombies. They're kind of the main enemy force. You know, they're just not human kind of thing. Let's see. You need a library. You need a temple. Let's go ahead and build a library. See what happens.
Kohan will return to their glory.
You know, go ahead and take out the Spoder nest. Let's see. Did they like us anymore for that? No. I don't know if their opinion can change now that I think about it. Maybe it can change. I think, like, yes, if I want to, I could click declare war and whatnot, but I don't know if it will change. Because I don't think they want me, you know, they don't want to purposefully make me lose, of course, but it's... So, we're going to build an astrology hall, and what that does is it allows us to build these guys, but also have the support of like a ranger. And yeah, they're better units, but they also provide modifiers like trailblazing. They ignore movement penalties, so going through forest, we still move the same. Now, magicians are more of like the fireball, immolation, they shoot fire from their faces. There we go. Also, we can apparently have a total number of 2, but what we built instead was an astrology hall, and what that does is before it builds, vision, you notice how we have more vision out this way over like kind of just hills and grass than we do over the forests? The astrology hall says, skip terrain, you can see whatever you want, wherever you want. So we just got that little boost in vision. Once again, not supply, vision.
What do you wish, my lord?
Just a little, there you go, FF fun fact for you. So I lied. I think these guys just stay at 10, and I think maybe you just give them money, or you kind of start, you know, completing the major quests of the game, and then that'll kind of assuage them to your side. At least that's what I think happens. So we're gonna let these guys recoup. We're gonna let these guys recoup.
What do you wish, my lord?
Yeah, I love the archers. They have these are their 2 units. They have wind riders and rainbringers. I'm assuming Rainbringer because, you know, there's that old Spartan quote of like, the Romans have so many archers, you know, their arrows will darken the sky, and then, you know, the badass Spartan always says, good, we'll have our battle in the shade. So like these guys bring the rain and the pain. Oh, and then I'm assuming the wind runners are just because riders, because they run as fast as the wind. The swiftest and most maneuverable, yeah. Are deadly at firing, yep. Yeah, that's... Look, I'm not going to say this is, you know, the most groundbreaking game ever made, because it's not witty or anything, it just does what it can, really. Alright, we're going to march south, because I see there's that zone of population. There's also the one over there, but we'll get to it. I would rather systematically conquer what's closest to us instead of having like a fraction, like, you know, maybe I have to help this, but then this gets besieged, and I want to be able to move closer between them here and then to here, rather than having this divide, if that makes any sense of what I just said.
Our work is never done.
Let's keep on trucking. There it is. Hey, there's a sanctuary.
Towards victory.
What's up, guys? What's up? Dude?
Our work is
Darius,
never
do you need to go
done.
talk to him? Do we need to repair you? Is that what we're... No, you're just part of the Haroon group. Okay, well.
One more step towards victory.
Okay, then.
One more step towards victory.
Can't do anything with you. You're already making stuff. Okay. Okay. We're doing good things. Let's go ahead and see if there's another
One more step
Pardon?
towards victory.
Haroon sanctuary over here that we can take over, because these guys are neutral to us.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
For now. See, can I just offer you money? Nope. Nope, I gotta do very specific things, like take out, I assume, the Splinter group and the Shadow, and then they'll be like, oh, we like you so much, you're great. I'm like, yeah. Literally, we're humanoid, and we're not undead.
Greetings, Kohan Lord. We have been watching your movements through the Haroon lands. You wish to unify us and gain the support of the greater Haroon kingdom. We will consider joining you only after all others have been unified under your leadership. Return to us then, and you will have our answer.
What do you wish, my lord?
Okay,
Kohan will return to their
north we
glory.
go.
I will not let my people down.
What do you wish, my lord?
One more step towards victory.
Yep, okay, there's some Shadow. Let's go ahead and take them out.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Just decimated. And I understand Dessa is 10, but annihilated. Eliminated.
What do you wish, my
One
lord?
more step towards victory.
Alright, let's keep it going. Oh yeah, you're ascended now. Perfect. It's like the highest level. So instead of just a regular blessing, he now has the skill True Blessing, which is just even more powerful. So on top of his increased health, increased damage, increased defense, he now also has on top of that an upgraded ability, and that only happens when they become ascended, is they get that upgraded ability. Up until then, it's always just the same blessing, and then boom, upgraded blessing. This is like when they are the most powerful ever.
I will not let
Ever.
my people down.
Ever.
I will not let my people down.
Darius, I know you're not gonna let your people down, buddy, but we gotta get moving. we gotta find this city.
I will not let my people
We gotta
down.
unite the Haroon.
May the
Awimbawe,
Creator shelter us all.
Awimbawe, Haroon, Haroon.
I will
Hey, there they are.
let my people down.
What do you wish, my lord?
You know what, guys? Fine. Fine.
What do you wish, my lord?
You wanna fight? You wanna fight?
What do you wish, my lord?
My captain will kick your butt. And also, I mean, you know, the melee guys over here will also just kind of
What do you wish, my lord?
melt you like butter on a hot
What do you wish,
I
my
will
piece
not
of
let my people
toast.
down.
But, hey,
One more step towards
So you are the great Kohan leader who is here to save us all from darkness and destruction. Excuse us for not being terribly impressed. You might as well be on your way, for we have no intention of following your fool's quest. Good day.
he just good dayed us? Oh,
towards victory.
that is the last mistake you will ever make, sir. Right, Haida? See, they don't like that we're attacking their ally. I'm assuming these guys are probably allies. They don't like that. They don't like that one little bit, said Sam I am. But, say Levi. Oh, no, I've gained favor with the... Okay, well,
What do you wish, my lord?
look, I'll take it.
What do you
Take what I can get when I can get
I
it.
will not let my people down.
And yes, we have this resource here, but as long as we just build this component here, then we're fine. And also, yes, now we can house two more units, so I lied, we might do that just because these guys cost wood, and I might want a couple more companies, just
The
fill out
Kohan
the
will
map a little
return
bit
to their
faster than
glory.
these guys are doing, which they're not doing a bad job. These guys can probably clean up the entire map. I'm just saying,
One more step towards
What do
victory.
you wish, my lord?
you know, you guys go ahead and start heading down this way. See what's down here. Go ahead and make a company of engineers. Cannot afford them. Okay.
What do you wish, my lord?
Got it. That's something I never really look at, because I just never notice.
As you command.
Alright, let's go ahead and head down. See what's over this away. This away, this away, this away, this away.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Yep, that's...
May the Creator shelter.
Sorry you have to deal with that, but yeah.
I will not let my people.
Alright, what's next? Looks like there's another city that isn't this one over here.
I will not let my people down.
I trust that Darius can honestly handle it by himself. He doesn't need the Wind Riders, or not the Wind Riders, the Rain Bringers, but look,
One more step towards victory.
never hurts to be safe.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Kohan Lord, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. We heard of your success dealing with those verminous creatures called Rakshar. We gladly turn over our sanctuary to your cause.
Our work is
Thank
never
you.
done.
And also, you are just a money pit. My god. Perfect.
What do you wish, my lord?
Not a money pit, but just, you are raking in the dough.
May the Creator
Shoot,
shelter
that's all it
us.
takes. Let's keep going.
Wish, my lord. As you command.
Find me some more.
As you command, my lord.
My
Our work
god.
is never done. One
You're
more
darn
step
right.
towards victory.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop. My body. Oh, that's always a good one. Oh, what do we run into? Dark Wolves? Perfect. More of the shadow.
Our work is never done. I will not let my people down.
Okay.
I will not let my people down.
Slan. From the old ruins. Ooh, we might find like an amulet. I totally forget what we'll find.
Our work is never
I
done.
think it's an amulet. I don't know.
The Kohan will
Perfect.
return to their glory.
The remnants of a once proud city were found strewn among the hills and trees. There are few structures left intact, but the archivists will begin excavating the ruins in hopes of unearthing any preserved artifacts. Should you find any more on your travels, be sure to explore them as well.
So we found an amulet. Let's see. Let's awaken it for 50 gold. It is Leah Javadan. So like Darius. Okay. You know what? We didn't go through Darius's background. So the man known as Darius has a heavy weight on his shoulders, though his memories are muddled and he barely understands who he is. He knows in his heart he has a destiny to fulfill, so much is depending on him. Leela, on the other hand, is regal-looking Kohan with long dark hair, piercing hazel eyes, a priestess of the Creator. She wields powers channeled in the heavens in her crusade to reunite the Kohan and bring peace back to the Khaldun. She has been awakened for some time now and still cannot remember much of her past life.
Our work is never done. I will not
Wonder if
let
that
my
has to do
people
with,
down.
press T in China. Oh, hello. Satan. What do you want? What are you doing here? Yes, hello? Oh god.
What do you wish, my lord?
I will not let my people down.
Run! Run back home!
One more step.
Just
towards
go.
victory.
Just go. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This will be a fight to remember. Okay. Just hold out. I promise they're coming. You know, so it's Christmas, but like they're doing their best.
At the ready.
I know. I know. I understand. I truly, honestly understand. God. I'm pretty sure we'll make it in time. Yep, just keep on derp AIing. That's perfect. Nope. Okay. Well,
Creator shelter us all.
we tried,
Our work
boys.
is never
Let's
done.
go. We've made it. There might be a little collateral damage, but we've done it.
Step
What
towards
do you wish, my
victory.
lord?
Our work is
Perfect.
never done.
Take him out. Make him pay. Give him hell. Do you like us fighting the shadow at all? Is that something you enjoy?
At the ready.
Jerks? Punks? And see, once they get 4, then it'll just pop out and be like, hey, we're here to help. Thanks, Militia. You're perfect.
Kohan will return to their glory.
Go ahead and... Yep, see? Boom. There they go. Let's fight these guys. Okay. They're gonna go down.
Our work is never done.
And we've initiated a fight with the other guys. Perfect.
May the Creator shelter us all.
So the one thing about like the undead army basically is they don't lose morale when they fight. So that's one of their best things. Is like these guys just lost enough morale that they're like, well, we're done. Sorry.
Kohan will return to their
And same thing with these guys is they're like, hey, we're under archer fire. We're going through hell basically. Let's we're losing morale. And the only way to gain morale in combat is to kill other enemies. So the less they kill, the more they're likely they are to run. And I'm not saying we're not going to win the day. I'm just saying
work is never done.
that's one of the best things is they don't really lose morale
Our work is never
when they're the undead. Now, like their void beasts, I think lose morale. And
I will not let my people down.
pardon me, my God, they do have a couple of like alive companies of creatures that do lose morale, but it's like the undead bonies. No, not one bit.
The Kohan will
Bonies.
return to their glory.
Bonies.
What do you wish, my lord? What do you wish, my lord?
Ooh.
At the ready.
Oh, I have to be up at work tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
As you wish.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Not stopping now. Ain't no stopping us
Their
now.
glory.
Until the end of this episode.
Kohan will return to their glory.
Ain't no stopping us now. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba. Ain't no stopping us now. Alright, well, we're not going to kill those rock shot that easily.
Never done.
Let's go ahead and build up another... Wait. Oh, this is perfect. So I can go ahead and just attach. Boom.
It is so good to be alive again. I thank you for rescuing me from my sleep with the amulet. Who would have thought that the Creator's gift would see such use? I hope you can tell me what has been happening on Khaldun in my absence. I'm afraid my memories are a bit jumbled. I cannot remember much beyond living among the Meriton in the city of Ostan. From what I see, there is little more than ruins left.
Yeah.
By the glory of the Kohan.
Well, we're part of the same family or house or whatever you want to call whatever
Our work
or
is
we
never
are.
Be
done.
done. It shall be done. By the glory of the Kohan.
Is it down past this village? Is that what that is? So yeah, now we have her in charge. She'll start getting...
Return to their glory.
What shall you have of
And
me?
she also provides recovery so she can heal and she has courage. Perfect.
Kohan will return to their glory.
Perfect.
By the glory of the Kohan.
Can I send my engineers down to repair?
As you wish.
Like repair?
As you wish.
I can. Ooh.
As you wish.
I think I might do that.
May the Creator
I think they'd like
shelter us
that.
all.
That would, give me some brownie points with the team, right?
By the
I hope
glory
so.
of the Kohan.
I guess we'll find out. Alright, where did the shadow come from?
Have of me.
Oh, what shall I have of you? Well,
It shall be done.
you're offering, I'm taking.
One more step towards victory.
Just saying, just throw it out there. Just look, throw it out there. See if you're catching it.
In the
If you're
name of
not,
the
just
Creator.
throw it back.
By
Throw it
the
back.
glory of the Kohan. By the glory
The
of the
Kohan will
Kohan.
return to their glory.
All about glory and Kohan. I like that.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Go ahead and have the tanky guys in front, and
One
let's
more
go to this
step
fight.
Towards victory.
Boom, just zombies. Psh, cake.
At the ready. As you wish.
Even though they're fortified and they have that +4 from the forest, +6 because they're fortified.
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Nothing.
By the glory
Weaklings.
of the Kohan, it shall be done. It shall be done.
Alright, let's see. There has to be their, like, citadel here. Somewhere. Oh, hello.
We welcome you into our lands, Kohan Lord. We would be glad to establish political relations with your camp, but our own kingdom is in turmoil. Some of our villages have broken away from the main government, for reasons that all stem from your crusade. We do not blame you, though. Destiny cannot be denied, even by immortals. Until the villages that withdrew from us are reunited and a consensus can be had, we cannot support you. If you were to unite these scattered villages in some way, then return to this sanctuary, an arrangement can then be reached.
What shall you have of me?
So my question is, now that I've united these two, will these guys now join me? Is that what this is
In the name
saying?
of the Creator. It shall be done.
So I'm like, guys, I'm just saying, like, I didn't save you or anything, but like, I kind of like saved you though. Also, like, I'm kind of like healing your village because it was like on fire, basically. I'd really like it if I just got a little bit of respect around here, really. I'm Darius Javadon. I know that name probably means nothing to you right now, but like, I'm kind of a big deal where I come from. Oh, 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 oh,
Our work is never done.
What shall you have
oh,
of me?
oh, oh. Yep, that's... Yeah.
In the name of the Creator, it shall be done. By the
Hey, there's another
glory of
one.
Kohan.
Hey, we have a market. Alright, let's do it. Bank.
Our work is never done.
Will you join me now, sir?
You impress us, Kohan Lord. All the independent sanctuaries support your cause. We suppose that leaves us little choice but to follow as well. We hope that our trust in your cause...
Is never done.
We thank you for helping repair our city. An accident at the smithy sparked a wildfire that threatened to consume the sanctuary. It is a lucky thing you happened upon us.
I guess now we literally just walk back to these guys and call it a day, huh? I think they're gonna reject the treaty, and it'll just have to be one of those, like,
At the ready.
auto-form treaties kind of thing. Just saying. Yeah, sounds about right. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Oh, hello, hair. Oh, jeez. Hair out of control. Hair's going crazy. Hair's going crazy. Uh-oh.
What shall you have of me?
Well, go back to this. I think we have all the renegade sanctuaries. So, Darius, go ahead and head back, see what they have to say. Be like, hey guys, we did it. They'll be like, yeah, you did. You're on our team, buddy. You're alright. Why do I keep looking back for the time? The time is right there. Why do I look back at my alarm clock? That's silly. It's also covered. Don't ask me. Hello?
You have done well, Kohan Lord. All of the rogue villages are securely within your control, and the administrators have been received into government council again. I believe the time to talk treaty has arrived. It is in the hands of the politicians now.
You wanna give me that young alliance?
At the ready.
What shall you have of me?
The Kohan will return to their glory.
Good work. You have convinced the Haroon people to agree to an alliance. This will definitely improve our chances.
Chances at, what? Woo! We've done it!
The Haroon are united once more and support your banner as strongly as the Draga. This bodes well for the future of your quest, Darius. The Harun brought with them more than military support. They bring knowledge as well. The scholars suspected this for some time now, and the Harun elders confirm it. The Draga and Harun are descended from Kohan blood, as are the Meritan. Kohan of old had bore children, and these children were mortal, unlike their parents. The constant loss of their loved ones eventually caused the Kohan to disassociate themselves from their mortal progeny, who left to form their own cultures. The Meritan, Draga, and Harun are the descendants of these cultures. Their pronounced differences mirror the normal Al-Daragu and Al-Harun forms the Kohan had been able to take.
That makes sense. The Meritan are kind of the normal humans. The Al-Draugua are the Draga, and the Al-Harun are the Harun. So now you know where we all come from. We're all descendants of the Kohan. Woo! Snooze? That was terrifying. Well, on that note, it's not even close to bedtime, but I have to be up early tomorrow. So, I'm going to have to end this episode here. So, thank you guys so much as always for watching. Peep some videos on my YouTube channel, Fire Gaming. You'll find uploads of Twitch VODs. You'll also find other series that I have done over the years, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this. As always, thank you so much, and this is Fire, signing off.